This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
Hey kitties, it's Dragon Lord Frodo. Hi Gravy. I didn't even like open up the door. I'm hearing Gravy fucking whine. Hey Gravy, you want some cheese with that wine? Alright. So, well, as usual, I gotta wait till fucking Sunday to fucking... I gotta wait till fucking Sunday to fucking post videos on the YouTubes. And, cause, whatever. Because today is, what's today? I don't even know what day of the week it is. It's Friday. This fucking dip is stiff. But, I saw this really weird movie the other day. And I'd like to talk about it. The movie was called Motivational Growth. Okay? And I don't know if you call it like a horror movie, but it is a weird fucking movie. It's definitely very offbeat, to say the least. Hi, Gravy. So, the movie is about this man who he's like depressed and paranoid and all that. They say he hasn't left his. He said he hasn't left his apartment in like 6 years or some shit like that. And the only real thing he does is he just sits around and watches TV. Okay? And like all of his fucking food and shit, he gets it delivered. He gets like fucking groceries and shit. And he's like living in this disgusting apartment. And he's like depressed and shit. Paranoid. So it was like one day he's watching TV, right? And he has like one of those really, really old TVs. Like from like, I don't know, the 70s maybe. It's like when they used to have TVs and they were like furniture. Remember those TVs are like those big fucking TVs where it's actually like just a big fucking, I don't know what you call it. But it's like a... I used to have one of those in my bedroom. It's like the whole shebang inside the TV. You know, it was pretty nice TV back then. Like, you know what I'm fucking talking about. Not really like a big screen, but it's like a like you can actually put shit on top of the TV. Like the whole outside of it is like wood and shit. You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. Well, he has one of those TVs, right? And so all he does is fucking watch TV. And the one day he goes to turn on the TV, it blows up. Well, it just fucking blows up. So he gets all fucking, he gets even more depressed. He becomes suicidal. So he tries to like kill himself, right? And he does so by, he goes in the fucking bathtub and starts mixing ammonia and bleach. And it creates like a gas. But then, so it creates this gas, right? But then he realizes that there's like an open vent or something, like up near the ceiling. So he goes to like fucking close it, and he like slips, hits his head, gets knocked unconscious, right? So when he wakes up, right, and he finds someone talking to him. And this somebody talking to him is like this big lump of mold that was like growing in the bathroom. Yeah. The mold starts talking to him. And I didn't actually realize this at first, because it sounds nothing like him. But the guy that does the voice of the mold, that's what they call him, the mold, is actually Jeffrey Combs. He was like Reanimator. He played in that movie Reanimator from like the 80s. He was in that movie. He was in what was another one? Castle Freak. He was also in The Frighteners. But he plays it doesn't even sound like him. It's like, damn, he does such a good job with the voice too. I couldn't even tell it was him. But so this mold starts talking to him and shit. And the mold is like, we're gonna get you all cleaned up. You know, I'm gonna get you on the right path. You're gonna become not depressed anymore. So he goes along with it. And like what happens from there, it's just like a pure mind fuck. Okay? Like there's this chick that he's like going after. And this mold guy is like, is actually like inspiring him to like clean up and everything else. Clean up his place and all that, clean up himself. That's why it's called motivational growth. And But now, the other thing is that this mold actually has a hidden agenda, and that the mold is trying to lure people into the home so that it can eat people, pretty much. It's almost like Little Shop of Horrors, but instead of a plant, it's like a big thing of mold. And so every time he eats somebody, he like the mold spits out like this mushroom thing and tells the guy to fucking eat it. And so he does, and it's just like he like, it's like an acid trip or something. It's really hard to explain. He starts, I don't know. But then there's like all these like different characters that are coming through. Like there was like this chick that was like delivering his fucking groceries. It's kind of implied that this mold can control people's minds, you know? And it turns out that the reason that the TV blew up was because of mold inside of the TV. Okay? And I don't know. The ending was like, he's about to get the girl, right? The girl he was like looking at through the fucking door the whole movie. And they're about to like make out, right? And then the fucking mold eats her. And it turns out he's like, what? Why are you doing this? What are you doing? I thought you were supposed to be helping me get the girl, not eating her. And he's like, well, he's like, the mold was like, no, I'm helping you try to get laid. You actually wanted to fucking marry her or something like that. I don't know. It was fun. Listen, I know I'm not describing the movie that well, but trust me, it's a weird fucking movie. It's actually more fucking cerebral than what it sounds like. Okay? It's a very thought-provoking movie. And there's a lot of parts in there where it like looks like a video game and shit, like an old school video game with like retro sounds and shit. Yeah. It's actually a good movie. It's one of those movies you have to see to believe. Oh, shit. Someone's fucking messaging me. Oh boy. What did James Oreo Bird send me now? Just wrote, you need to hit this. But what do I need to hit? Ah. So, hi Gravy. So, I was at work today. We had Dick Terry Griffin there. And, oh shit. We had Detective Terry Griffin. And, had a little discussion. I actually had a little discussion about my mom and everything. He was like, why don't you talk to your mom anymore? I'm like, however, it's something I want to get into. It's just like, he's like, you should send her a card at least for Mother's Day. And I'm like, honestly, I think if I send her a card, she'll have me arrested. And he's like, nah, you won't get arrested. I'll make sure you don't get arrested. If they come to your house, tell them Dick Griffin told you not to arrest you. Dick Griffin actually said he'll bail me out if they arrest me for that. And he said he'll pay for a lawyer for me as well. Actually, wait. He said he was going to bail me out, and Eric Katz would have paid for a lawyer for me. I'll send her a card. I just don't know if she's in Buffalo or Florida right now. I don't know the address she stays at in Florida. But, I don't know. He was actually like, yeah, you need to beat a bigger man. That was me trying to do a fucking spit take. No, seriously. I don't think Dick Griffin really understands what's going on with my parents. Like, Here's the thing. I'll send her a card, okay? I'll do that. But my mother has alluded my mother has actually alluded to go in front of that judge just to get him to do a fucking what do you call it? A court order to make me go to counseling. And then going behind my back and then sabotaging those counseling appointments. So I can go back to fucking jail. I think she's doing that as a way to, like, shut me up. You know. Because here's the thing. This YouTube channel, it's all about the fucking truth. Whether anybody wants to believe it or not, or anybody wants to listen to it or not, we do nothing here but tell the fucking truth. Okay? What's that saying? What's that saying again? In the age of lies, telling the truth is revolutionary, or something like that. Right there, I'm starting a revolution. You know, power to the people. That's what I'm saying. Malcolm X. Martin Luther King Jr. Muhammad Ali. Representing. Black Panthers representing. Be like, power to the people. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Malcolm X. Plymouth Rock is so stupid, though. It's literally a fucking rock. Well, I'll pull up a fucking picture of it. People say it landed on Plymouth Rock. It's literally a fucking rock. It's so fucking stupid. No, it's literally a fucking rock. Whoop-de fucking shit. Well, I'm looking at it right now. Anyway. But no, it's my mom has been just been lies upon lies, and I really can't handle it. I can't stand that shit. I really can't. I hate it when people lie. I don't care who the fuck you are. Hold on. Dick Griffin already said he was not friends with my mom when they were kids. He said he literally met her in the courtroom. There was no other. He never met her before when they were kids or anything like that. Like my mom said. My mom said, "Oh yeah," and I talked to Terry Griffin, and you know, me and him used to be friends. I'm like, what? And then I asked, like, I'm tired of the fucking lies. I don't know. She gets all fucked up. I seriously think, sometimes I think that she's mistaking Dick Griffin for the other Dick that was here. Cause it was him, and then it was another Dick that was here once. It was Dick Griffin and then like the short, fat Dick. He was a short, fat Dick. And it was like Dick Griffin with the fucking Hawaiian shirt, and then this other short, fat Dick. I think he was like wearing like a fucking. He was like wearing like one of those long coats. Like a fucking like a trench coat, and those are bad news. Those trench coats, because when you wear a trench coat, okay, you know, like these guys at Cheektowaga have the weirdest fucking style. You know, you got Griffin with the Hawaiian shirts. And then you got this other guy that wears trench coats all over. It's like the only reason somebody would even wear a trench coat is one of two things. One, they're a fucking assassin, okay? And they have all kinds of fucking weapons under their trench coat. Or they're about to like shoot up a school or something like that. Hence the trench coat mafia back in '99 at Columbine. Or two, they got that trench coat on because they like to sit there and like fucking play with themselves under the fucking trench coat. Or they have it like closed up, right? And they're like walking down the street and like little girls or something walk by. And then all of a sudden he just goes like this. And he's like completely fucking nude under there. That's what people do. There's like no other reason whatsoever for anybody to wear a trench coat. Okay, you can argue that there's reasons to wear a Hawaiian shirt, okay? They're cool, they're comfortable, okay? You know, what the fuck? Stop texting me, dude. They're cool, they're comfortable, they, you know, whatever, They get the fucking job done. Who the fuck is this? You need to hit this. And then, of course, it's a picture of a fucking fat girl. Which I don't even care. I don't care if she's fucking fat. She'd be like 800 pounds. I don't care. But I think my mom my mom made a mistake, and she's mistaking Dick Griffin for this other dick. Maybe the other dick she hung out with as a kid. I don't know. No, it was weird. It was like, I know that Terry Griffin. And I was like, oh, really? He was like, yeah, we were friends when we were kids. I'm like, oh. So what does he look like? She's like, I don't know. This was like, okay, this is like when, this is like when I was in jail, she said this. Like, she came and visited me, like, twice, I think it was. And, she actually said that. I was like, what does this Detective Griffin look like? And she's like, I don't know. I don't know. She couldn't even describe what he looked like. Just kind of, like, maybe a little taller than me, bald, whatever. That's about it. That's Dick Griffin for you, but I don't know. I have to kind of apologize too. I think this gabapentin shit is like fucking me up a little. I don't know. A little bit, I think. I think it's fucking with me a little bit. A little bit. I mean, it's not that terrible, but I could tell that I'm like struggling with some like words and shit. I'm like slurring my speech. I could tell it a little bit. You know? I could tell that a little bit that I'm slurring my speech. A little bit, not a lot. Like today at work, like I took the gabapentin like right before I went to work. And I took it, and what happened was, okay, so I'll tell you what's happening. It is actually doing me some benefit with like they call it nerve pain. I don't think it's really painful. It's just more discomfort and more like just an annoyance than anything. Like right now it took away my like I have like that bad sciatica in my back. That took away that. But it really didn't take away a lot of the foot shit. But it like usually when I'm working, right? Like my my leg, like right on the side of my leg here. Like if I'm standing for a long period of time, like it'll start like it's hard to describe. It'll just start burning and like it'll feel kind of numb. Like if I'm standing there and shit. And with this gabapentin shit, it took that away. Like I can't, like it doesn't happen as frequently. I mean, it's there a little bit, but it's not like all the way. It's not as bad, but it really didn't do much for my foot. So I don't know. But it's also like making me a little loopy. I can tell it by myself. I can tell by me just by the way I'm speaking. Like today I was at work, right? And at work we have like these little fucking bugs. I don't know what the fuck they are. They're like these little... Somebody said that they were flying ants. And they actually look like carpenter ants with wings on them. Okay? Well. Oh, man. They actually look like, literally like carpenter ants with wings on them. So, like I found one of them in the back room today, and I don't know, I just got off my break and I was like looking at this fucking ant on the floor, and Eric Katz was right there. I said, "You think this thing could fly or something?" Because you never really see them flying. You just see them like walking across the floor. And I said, I never saw one of these things fly. Do you think they fly? He's like, and Eric was kind of sounding like annoyed. He's like, Mike, go back to work. He sounded like annoyed with me, and I was like, oh well. I think it's like just making me a little fucking loopy with this shit. Like, I want to go, this thing can fly? I don't know. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. It doesn't, it just feels like, I don't know how to explain it, but, no, it doesn't really feel like how some people say it feels like you just got done smoking a fucking joint or whatever. It doesn't feel like fucking pot. Maybe a little bit, it just like a little bit it makes me like a little mellow, but that's about it. I would probably describe it as like slight mellowness. A slight mellowness. But like with weed makes you think of stupid shit like all the time. Like, and then you just start laughing at dumb shit like I was laughing at a fucking coin jar. Like, I was, like, laughing at a coin jar for, like, no fucking reason. Okay? And that was on weed. This shit doesn't make you do that. Like with weed, it doesn't make you. It doesn't really make you. What do you call it? It. How do I say? It doesn't make you think of stupid shit. Like with weed, it makes you think of stupid shit, and you're like laughing about it, you know, for like no fucking reason. It makes you retarded, pretty much. Temporarily retarded. But like with the gabapentin, it just makes you slightly mellow. And like it just sometimes you'll start to like zone out, or so I start to like zone out a little bit. I feel like a little tired. I feel like I should be taking this like right before bed as well, because I don't know, whatever. I feel like I should be. I feel like I should take this like right before bed. But because it'll probably help me sleep a little bit, you know. And from what I understand, there's no. It seems like there's no weird sexual side effects. Nothing like that, you know, like you know how sometimes I'll take the antidepressants, and then I take the antidepressants, and it makes you it prevents you from like fucking getting a boner a lot. It's ridiculous. I don't like those antidepressants because it disables your penis. And my dad is always like, well, why do you care so much? You're not getting laid. No, it's not the point. That's not the fucking point of it. The point is that, you know, I might not be quote unquote getting laid, but I like to fucking jerk off a lot, and it affects when I jerk off. You know, sorry. Antidepressants keep me from doing what I like to do. So I was talking to Dick Griffin and Eric Katz, and I like told them about how my fucking what do you call it? My birthday's coming up. I told them my birthday's coming up. And we're gonna do a pizza party, pizza and cake. At the fucking store, I guess, on next Friday. My birthday is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. Next Sunday's my birthday. So, oh, what the hell? I put in my fucking year, my birth year as my zip code. Like, if I could describe gabapentin a little bit, it makes me a little bit more mellow. But it also makes me like a little bit slower, if that makes sense. Like everything that I do is a little bit slower. I don't know. They got rid of that shit in my leg though. I'll tell you that much. That shit was terrible. The sciatica shit, that was terrible. It wasn't really painful. It was just like bad. I don't know how I would be able to describe it. It's just a burning and tingling sensation on the left side of my left leg. Like between my fucking hip down to my knee pretty much is where I felt it. They said it had nothing to do with the diabetes though. With the leg thing. They said it has to do with my fucking back. But yeah, they said I had to do it more with my back. The foot thing is diabetes, they said. And they actually said it's not that big of a deal. I thought when that happens, like, your fucking foot goes black or something. My foot's not fucking black. And that's when they started having to chop off shit. Start chopping off your fucking foots and shit. No, they said it had nothing to do with, it's nothing to do with, I thought it always was about poor circulation, due to, diabetes, you get poor circulation or something, and then that shit happens, but they said, no, that's not even what happens, it's, They said it's actually the sugar that's like grinding against the nerve or something like that. Does that make sense? It's the nerve kind of not the nerve, the sugar grinding against. So the way I'm thinking about this is like you take like sugar that you put in like your fucking coffee or something. Just take like a packet of sugar, and that sugar is just grinding against the nerve. That's the way I think of it, even though it's probably not what it's actually doing. It's not actually doing it like that. I'm just picturing like fucking regular ass fucking sugar grinding against my fucking foot nerve or whatever it is. Oh yeah. Hold on. Xbone 1X. How many surveys can I do? What year was I born? 84. I was actually born on Mother's Day of that year. Now this year is going to be Mother's Day on my birthday again. So I guess it's going to be like every 34 years my fucking birthday falls on a fucking Mother's Day. And you know, my mom never, you know, let that be, you know. Every fucking year my birthday comes along. And she's always like, you know, you were born on Mother's Day. I'm like, oh really? How many times are you gonna go through this shit? So, Jesus Christ, I had kind of a long ass week this week. Damn. Yeah. So I didn't get my next. Okay, let's say my next fucking day off is on Monday. Okay, let's see. I worked. This is my week this week. I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, and then I'm working tomorrow and Sunday. And that's what happens. Oh shit. And then next week it's just, well, next week starts off Sunday, but next week it's just be Sunday and then fucking Friday. And then I have a feeling Eric Katz is gonna text me during the week to ask me to come in or something. I don't know if I'll do that. It depends on what day it is. It all depends. It all depends on how I feel and whatnot. Maybe I just want to stay home all day and jerk the fuck off. Who knows? Who the fuck knows? Oh my god. But yeah, I could tell this gabapentin is making me feel a little different. I'm not really that much of a different. I don't know. It's not like super fucking strong, but it's also, you know, not. I could tell a little bit. Just very tired. Not tired, but like I bet you if I lay down right now, I'll fucking fall asleep. This is Dragon Lord Frodo, and I approve this message. Thanks in advance for watching this.